Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Tes 1, 2, 3. Let me check the audio first. Tes. Okay.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Oke, selamat malam teman-teman semuanya. Ya, malam ini kembali lagi bersama Kalaida, yang seperti biasa Genshin lagi. Ya, apa boleh buat, sedang hanya satu game ini yang bisa saya mainkan dengan leluasa. Ya, seperti yang bisa dilihat dari judul, hari ini saya akan melakukan Dehya Story Quest. Tapi sebelum dimulai ke Story Quest, saya seperti biasa akan daily commission dulu.
Where's my key? Not again.
Halo Kak Yoza, absen, siap. Siap, mari absen. Apa kabar? Selamat malam. Apakah suara saya dan audio game aman? Halo Bang Nokse. Ping. Kayak sedang chat di platform lain ya. Ping. Sehat luar biasa.
It's like the
Aman.
wind's creeping in from the back of my shirt.
Ya
And
Kafe.
also the front.
Ya Kafe, ayo keluar dari tempat dingin ya. Bang Nokse, kalau ada Shirota bilang ke dia, saya bilang Cih. Oke. Siap. Kalian berantem terus nih tiap hari nih. Apakah itu salah satu jenis dari love-hate relationship? Oke, selamat bekerja Bang Nokse. Belum pulang ya jam segini ya Bang Nokse.
Taking a turn for the better. A bitter pill to swallow.
Aduh,
Scanning. Hyah. Tuh. Ah. Sight clear. Ha. Tuh. Tuh. Tuh.
Shirota Sundere, baiklah, catat. Ingat, Bang Shirota Sundere, baiklah. Iya loh Kak Yoza, love-hate relationship antara Bang Nokse dengan Bang Shirota. Setiap kali muncul pasti berantem itu berdua. Aduh, berantem tapi saling mencari gitu loh. Oh, sebentar. Memang saya belum klaim yang ini. Iya kah? Iya, tapi bisa dibilang itu termasuk akrab.
Where's my...
Itulah cara mereka untuk mengakrabkan diri. Oh, lumayan.
Not again.
Ini mana sih? Oh. Oke.
Mind the side effects.
The deck you Rain cutter.
Come at me. Breaking new ground. Scanning.
Hei, beku. Sini.
Come at me.
Nah, ini ngancurinnya. Mirana yang panik. Kita mainan ini aja. Nah,
Scanning.
oke. Terima kasih banyak, pengembara. Oke.
I like to
Siap.
have a drink or
Oh.
two when I've got the time. It's a good
Yeah.
way to de-stress.
Kenapa, Kafe? Aduh. Halo, Bang Ricci. Kakale, panjang bener, Bang.
It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped. Seems like an emergency. A bitter pill to swallow.
Shine down.
Abaikan saja mereka.
Sight clear.
Lanjut ke sini. Bang Ricci nggak live streaming? Atau sudahkah tadi? Ini sih numpang lewat. Abaikan saya. Air panas. Air panas, abaikan saya.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Mind the side effects.
Illusion shattered.
Oke, terbantu oleh Shincho. Ad Astra Abyssos. Sebetulnya malam ini saya ngantuk ini sebetulnya. Sebetulnya ngantuk. Iya,
Ad
ngomongnya
Astra.
diulang terus. Iseng sih. Tapi saya mau live streaming. Jadinya
Ad
ngantuknya
Astra.
ditahan. Hehe.
Thank you for
Oke, mari kita mulai Dehya Story Quest. Kita buka. Sip. Chapter Manticora bagian 1. Kita pergi ke Grand Bazaar Sumeru. Oke. Kak Yoza, stream tidur kak. Aduh, stream saya lagi tidur gitu. Amat sangat aneh ya. Halo, Bang Cotak, absen. Crazy Otaku, Cotak. Sebelah sini. Sebentar, kok saya ngelihatnya juga agak gelap ya. Nah,
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list?
oh, sedang belanja kah?
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
Wait, saya pindahkan mikrofon sedikit. Paimon, itu nggak ada di daftar beli kita kan?
We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh,
Wasn't expecting to see you here.
halo Dehya, halo Dunia Zard.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
It's been quite a
So you two are
while.
still hanging out together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
Oh my god. Why the sound is wait. Tapi BGM-nya memang menghilang kah? Oke. Hai Kale, halo Bang BH.
I said I
Oh,
was
iya
going to
dong.
resign from being her
Wait.
bodyguard.
Oh my god. What did
Our
just
friendship was over.
happen?
We're still the best of friends.
Ini kenapa kok begini sih? Tiba-tiba turun
The
sendiri.
Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
Halo Bang BH, selamat datang di streamingnya Kale yang serba apa adanya ini.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming.
Gimana kabarnya Kale? Alhamdulillah baik. Sudah makan? Sudah barusan. Kemudian sebetulnya
The job is already
ya,
taken care of.
sebetulnya
so I was
malam
gonna
ini
head
saya
back to the
mengantuk
brigade
sih.
as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Ya sebetulnya sedang mengantuk tapi saya belum daily quest Genshin dan kenapa tidak sekalian main sebentar sambil live streaming seperti itu meskipun ini mata saya mengantuk sekali.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay
Suaranya
put in
Dunia
one
Zard
place
lebih
like that,
ceria
my
ya.
lady. Don't worry though. There'll always be next time.
Hati-hati ketiduran, semoga tidak.
She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. I can't believe you can still refuse that.
Well, Paimon,
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today when you leave?
oh my god, chatnya error lagi tuh. Ini dari HP kah Kale? Dari tab Android. Ini saya menggunakan tab Android. Dan chat di sebelah error lagi dong di layar. Kayaknya penyakit 1080 deh ini. Kemarin yang 720 kayaknya normal-normal aja ya. Bisakah mengubah settingan ketika streaming? Apakah streamingnya akan berhenti? Streamingnya berhenti nggak sih? Nggak bisa ya? Tadi dulu, streaming saya berhenti atau enggak ini? Di saya live-nya berhenti. Nggak berhenti? Oh, syukurlah. Tapi di saya justru tulisan go live-nya kan harusnya ketika lagi live dia berubah jadi stop kan ketika kita mau menghentikan live streaming. Itu malah berubah loh. Tapi aman ya? Aneh juga. Aman. Oh, oke. Ya udahlah, lanjutkan saja.
There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do.
Aduh, duh.
There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade.
Ow.
Besides,
Sorry.
the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Oh iya, kalian sudah saling kenal ya? Iya, ada Bang Yoza. Aduh, siapa ini? Kak Zuzu saya tidak kenal. Maaf ya.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately.
Oh no. Buffering dong tadi. Ih, bikin ngeri. Kenal Yoza luar dalam. Bahaya, waduh. Luar dalam banget nih Bang Bre. Baiklah.
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Iya, waktu beberapa hari yang lalu kita juga sudah saling mengenal satu sama lain ya. Apa ini luar dalam tuh? Bang Bre, Tayo katanya mau main Apex sama Bang Bre. Oh, Bang BH dipanggilnya Bang Bre.
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Wah, persahabatan mereka ini. Bebas sih Kale panggil. Panggil sayang juga bisa. Aduh. Berat. Tidak.
Looks like Junior's dad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
Okay, best friend forever.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are
Sebentar,
ya?
saya nge-refreshin dulu. Refresh. Bentar. Oke, masih live ya, aman ya.
Alright, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This
Oh
isn't
iya
exactly
deh,
the best
gak
place
bisa
for
ngubah
discussion.
ternyata. Resolusinya masih balik yang 1000. Oke, jadi jika nanti chat di layar tiba-tiba terhenti, untuk yang sedang menonton dan menyadari itu tolong beritahu saya ya.
Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention.
Oke.
As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal
Blazing
and brave.
Beast. Santai kak, oke.
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Waduh,
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
iya tuh kan. Chatnya berhenti lagi kan yang di layar. Wah, nggak bener nih. Nggak bener nih. Masa harus begini terus? Ya, berarti memang nggak bisa 1080. Ya udahlah. Pusaka Deshret, kalau dari namanya sih kayaknya mereka gimana sih? Aduh.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control.
Oh, jadi cuma salah satu. Iya. Berarti apakah berarti ini salah satu dari Deshret Relics itu adalah Ain al-Ahmar?
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dehya al-Akmar.
Dekan al-Ahmar.
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dehya al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Oh, okay.
Say what now?
Say what?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Oh my god.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only had they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
Kok ngeri?
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dehya al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Berarti story questnya kita akan infiltrate tempat itu kah?
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Wah, aduh, parah sih.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person. He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale.
Aduh, baiklah.
They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Cliche. It's too cliche.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull.
Diulang-ulang terus cerita yang sama.
He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Tapi sepertinya dia punya niat buruk.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself.
Waduh.
Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them.
Waduh.
No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
Kamu cuma ingin tahu kenapa mereka tiba-tiba membuat lebih banyak masalah.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
Waduh.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Iya, makanya. Dangerous. Sebentar. Kalau gini bisa nggak? Oke. Bisa lah ya. Oke.
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Aku akan kembali ke padang pasir dengan Dehya.
Huh?
Let's go.
There's no need for you to get caught up in this mess too.
Ke gurun.
Well, she's super tough, so if she went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help.
Ya, serahkan padaku. Kuusahakan yang terbaik.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Oke. Chapter Manticore bagian 1, Darah Sang Singa. Halo Dunyarzad, mau kenalan sama KV? Hello my lady.
Please be careful. I'll stay in the city and wait for news from you.
Oke,
Just don't do anything reckless, alright?
alright. Karavan Ribat. Silau. Tadi terlalu gelap, sekarang silau.
Hey, Dehya, you're back. Are these two friends of yours?
Ya, senang bertemu denganmu. Aku mempercayai Dehya dengan hidupku. Waduh, waduh, aduh. Coba.
Oh, so you've already become like one of us then? Well, that's good to know. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Ahmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. It sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market.
Waduh.
A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible!
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Perebutan kekuasaan internal. Apakah ayahnya Dehya dalam bahaya?
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
Mereka sehebat itu. Itu malah membuat situasinya lebih membingungkan. Waduh.
It sounds mighty strange to me too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Waduh, siapa nih? Orang-orang Dekhan al-Ahmar kah?
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dekhan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked.
Bukan?
Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and
Oh,
Khalaf.
Hisham yang
You're
tadi.
here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Ribat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from her.
Jelas beda. Kalian meremehkan kami?
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever she goes, Paimon will follow.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Wherever he goes. Pakai kata he ya barusan. Don't
underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule?
Jadwal ke depan?
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry, and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Oh my god. Boys will be boys.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Oh my god.
The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard
Waduh.
about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that and you weren't even gonna tell me?
Oh my god, saya mulai pegal. Tunggu sebentar.
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Sebentar ya. Tes. Oke lah. Suara saya masuk lagi nggak ya? Mudah-mudahan aman lah ya. Suaranya agak jauh soalnya.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Waduh.
Are they always like this?
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homiyanis.
Aduh, karakter kita nengok kanan kiri gara-gara ada yang bolak-balik. Aduh.
Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dehya al-Ahmar's looted goods.
Okay.
All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Okay.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
Aduh, kok nge-lag. Ini suara saya masih kedengeran gak ya? Saya agak menjauh dari mikrofon, kurang lebih sekitar 15 cm, 20 cm, ya sekitar itulah. Dan ya, seperti yang tadi saya bilang, saya sebetulnya mengantuk.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Oke.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
Let's go.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Okay, well that's true. Halo. Otomatis, baiklah.
Here they come. You ready?
Okay,
Let's
go.
not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Okay, let's go. Ganti tim gak ya? Dah, biarin ini aja deh. Okay, let's go.
Taking a turn for the better.
The doctor was seen.
Rain outlines your fate.
Wih, jauh benar.
Shine down.
Come at me.
Buckle up.
Hujan. Ini babon, aduh, ganggu sekali sungguh. Aduh, salah pencet guys.
Look alive.
Saya kurang paham main Dehya gimana. Ya gitulah, kira-kira. Masih ada lagi? Oh masih.
No, my sword.
Let's get it on!
You want this one?
You're the Flame Bane.
Ya, Flame Main.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
Ayo, mereka mau ngapain, ayo.
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Apa itu barusan? Hawo Kak Dinoli. Hawo. Tadi kayaknya saya juga dengar alert deh. Sebentar. Oh, followers baru. Kak siapa ini? Hoko euy. Euy. Halo euy. Halo Kak Dinoli, halo Kak Hoko. Bacanya gimana? Kak euy.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation.
Okay.
Think about it though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or
Oh my
eyes.
god. Hoko nggak apa-apa, siap. Tunggu sebentar, saya geser mikrofon lagi. Masuk kah? Oke.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Terima kasih untuk Kak Hoko yang sudah follow saya. Selamat datang di streamingnya Kaleida yang serba apa adanya.
Whoa!
Tenang Paimon. Dia tahu apa yang dia lakukan loh.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way.
Oh my god.
2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Wait, what? Huh?
Huh? Are you crazy?
Wait.
He tried to bite off his own
Oh
tongue.
my god.
Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Sakit loh, lidah kegigit.
Definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
Tapi mereka nggak mau loh.
I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Bagusnya gimana ya?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something.
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
Nah, it's fine. Bentar, saya sambil cek. Cek and recheck lagi. Ya.
My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement.
Ada banyak keperluan sehari-hari, seperti makanan dan air di dalam kotak. Sepertinya tidak ada yang menarik di sini. Ada beberapa senjata di dalam kotak, sejumlah besar obat-obatan dan perban. Sepertinya Dakan Al-Ahmar merencanakan sesuatu. Satu lagi.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
True.
Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
Kusaila tadi ayahnya Dehya.
All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well. This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah. Every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Apa mungkin jumlah moranya sudah impas?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What? What happened?
What's wrong?
Shahzaman Homayani?
Oh my god.
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shahzaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family.
Waduh.
Just what the heck is going on here?
I don't know. Wait, tenangkan dirimu Dehya. Ayo kita lihat situasinya dulu.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homiyani family has been providing
Wah.
goods to Dakana Lakmar.
Waduh.
What if the Homiyanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakan Ahmar?
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazaman as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Ribat or Port Ormos.
Kalau Shah Zaman memang tahu ini, berarti dia yang menyuplai operasi brigade selama ini.
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homiyanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past?
Bisa jadi.
But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
Aku rasa Dunyarzad juga tidak tahu apa-apa tentang ini.
You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
Tidak ada jalan kembali kalau kita mau menguak semua ini loh.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
Ya,
I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homiyanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakana Lakmar.
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
waduh.
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Betul.
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Ya, semoga kita bisa membantunya juga.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Catatan akuntansi yang diperoleh dari karavan target. Informasi di dalamnya sebagian besar berkaitan dengan Dakan Al-Ahmar. Selain banyaknya data dan informasi pergerakan barang-barang, nama ayah Dunyarzad, ya itulah, yang tercantum di dalamnya cukup mengkhawatirkan. Baiklah.
It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while.
Oke.
People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time.
Dan ya, saya sangat mengantuk. Tidak.
Where's my key? Not again.
Yuk, bisa yuk. Di mana nih? Sini kah? Turun. Ini rumah Al-Haitam bersama kafe. Dunyarzad di bawahnya. Baiklah.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we are still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see.
Oh.
The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
Well, kalau untuk saya sendiri memang karakter saya diam terus. Gimana dong?
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted,
Yeah.
"Dunyarzad, we're back!"
Betul.
So tell me, what happened?
Well,
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Oke. Dehya menjelaskan hasil penyelidikan ke Dunyarzad.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Voice actornya, wow, mantap. Voice actress, salah.
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
Tapi sepertinya tidak mungkin.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Halo Kak Yoshiki. Ye 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 ye. Selamat malam Kak Yoshiki Fujio.
huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Waduh.
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Wah, sudah curiga sejak lama kah?
In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
Apakah ada perjanjian tertentu antara ayahnya Dunyarzad dengan ayahnya Dehya?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of mora, so I just signed on.
Oke.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Iya, kenapa?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Betul.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
Iya loh. Ada hubungannya pasti.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
Bisa jadi.
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Ya, untuk sekarang kelihatannya sih begitu.
Sorry we put all of this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dehya.
It's alright, Dehya. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was that thing about friendship again?
Well, persahabatan sejati dibangun di atas dasar kepercayaan. Baiklah.
Right, yeah.
Baiklah,
yes.
baiklah.
You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Kalau kepercayaanmu untuknya tidak salah, mungkin dia juga merasa bertentangan.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Di mana tempat biasanya?
Usual place?
Iya, kemana? Jangan bilang di kursi yang itu. Iya dong. Oke. Ya, berhubung malam ini saya tidak bisa streaming lama-lama.
Beauty is an important virtue.
Ini sebentar saya ganti dulu. Salah. Sepertinya memang saya akan menyudahinya sampai sini dulu. Jadi akan saya bagi menjadi 2 part untuk story quest-nya Dehya. Ya, mohon maaf sebelumnya. Sebetulnya saya hari ini ngantuk banget, ngantuk berat, tapi belum buka Genshin, jadi ya udahlah sekalian live streaming sebentar. Ya, thank you untuk teman-teman yang sudah mampir. Iya Bang Ricci, maaf nggak lama-lama. Mungkin besok saya akan menyempatkan sebentar untuk bagian sisanya dari Dehya Story Quest. Tapi mungkin malam lagi karena memang pagi sampai sore saya ada kegiatan, kemungkinan seperti itu. Ya, sebelumnya terima kasih untuk Kak Hoko yang sudah follow saya. Terima kasih untuk Bang Nokse, kemudian ada Kak Yoza, ada Kak Ricci, ada Kak Dinoli, Kak Hoko sekali lagi, dan Kak Yoshiki Fujio yang sudah mampir ke streaming saya malam ini. Meskipun hanya singkat, hanya 1 jam, dan Dehya Story Quest-nya juga tidak full. Ya, sekali lagi mohon maaf. Saya akan melanjutkannya lagi, insya Allah besok malam. Ya, tadi KBH juga belum saya sebut. Terima kasih. Oh, ada Bang Cotak juga tadi, Bang Crazy Otaku. Ya, selamat istirahat untuk kalian semua. Mohon maaf sekali lagi. See you next time. Tapi sebelum itu saya ingin mencoba sesuatu.
Where's my key? Not again.
Oke. Ya, saya akan mulai kembali Story Quest Dehya, lanjutannya insya Allah besok atau hari Jumat. Dan
My latest design's getting
okay,
there, but there's
see
still
you
room
next
for
time.
improvement.
Bye bye.
Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up.